So about Le Castellet, that was our last race in the ELMS. It feels like it was ages ago, but actually it was not so long ago. We had a very strong race, and we were on our way to fight for the victory until the last stint. Unfortunately, a very, very unlucky timing with the last full course yellow. Made a lost 3 position, and we finished P4. It was a big disappointment because we led the entire race, and we were really strong, and I think we could have won it. But that's part of endurance racing, and the beginning of our season has been a little bit too much bad luck and not so much, that's little need of success you need to have in racing. We just hope that it's to have a better second half of the season, hopefully starting here in Imola. About Le Mans, I mean, obviously we were all super hyped and super happy to be back in Le Mans with the Lambo. We had this very, very special project, Every Dream Matters, that was super important to us. The ambience from day one was absolutely incredible. The support we have received, the passion in Le Mans is just incredible. And those 10 days will forever be in my memories in a very positive way. On the sportive axis, we finished P5, which is not our best result, but I have to admit that P5 this year was feeling much better than P4 last year. Why? Because we came back from the back of the race. We were not as competitive as we were last year. It was the first time in Le Mans for the Lambo. It was, there was a lot of new things in this season. Clearly we were not in the same position, but we did a very, very strong race, no mistakes. We were in the pace, and with what we had, with the package we had, I felt like we took the maximum out of it. So I was actually quite proud of our result in 5th position. And yeah, other than that, off track, what we achieved, what we saw, how the impact that the project had on people was absolutely incredible, and it's gonna stay in my heart forever. That's for sure. So since Le Castellet, we have had a few races. One of them was the wake in Spa. That was also a very strong race where we've been a little bit unlucky at the end. But that was also mega for me. Home race is always great. Unfortunately, I had to miss the second home race of the season because we were supposed to do 24 Hours of Spa last week. But I was involved in quite a big crash in Watkins Glen in IMSA the week before. I suffered like a head concussion, which is not such a big deal, but needs to be properly healed before you go back in the car, so you don't take the risk of having some bigger damage. So I had to step out for Spa, and unfortunately the entire team had to step out with me. And here this week in Imola is going to be my first race back after the accident. I drove this morning. I feel really fine. I've been followed very closely by the team, by our physio and doctors, and I'm all fine. Back to business. About the accident I had in Watkins, I just want to say again a big, massive thank you for all the messages I have received. The fans have been super supportive. Of course, everybody was gutted that we had to miss the 24 Hours of Spa, but the amount of support we have received, because it's not only me, I know that everybody received some very, very sweet messages. It was incredible, and we saw that there were some pink caps in the paddock of Spa-Francorchamps, so that was very nice, even if the pink car was not on track. The good news is that we're going to be back in Spa with the ELMS at some point this season, so yeah, we're going to make it up for that. Back in Imola, we've been here a bit earlier this year with the WEC. Imola, I know I always get in trouble for saying that, but Imola is my favorite track. Yes, I prefer Imola over Spa. In a GT, for me, it's a more interesting track. It's the best track. I love it. I'm so happy to be back here. It's a track with a lot of flow. It's one of these historic track with a proper, flow of corners, and I don't know, it just feels right when we are here. And when we were here for the WEC, I was just looking forward to come back here in the ELMS, and I'm really much motivated to do a good result here, because I know that with Michi and Rael, we have a strong lineup for that kind of circuit, and I hope that we can finally have the success we've been running after for the entire season now.